Hello. In this video, I'm super excited to share with you how to declutter your life in a way that is minimal in stress, but maximizes your sense of well-being and vibrant health. Welcome. If you're new to this channel, my name is Tumí. I am a poet, a dancer, and a medical doctor, and I help creatives uncover and nurture their most vibrant well-being through my healing dances and through my expertise as a holistic physician. On this channel, I love creating videos on my raw vegan lifestyle, holistic health tips in general, minimalism or voluntary simplicity, which this video is going to be about, and dance. All of it is offered with the hopes of supporting your best life, your most delicious life, as I like to call it. If any of that sounds interesting to you, then consider subscribing down below and make sure you hit the notifications bell next to the subscription button so you know when my new videos come up. Let's get into the video. I recently saw another video by Ronald L. Banks, and the video title is, I'm going to check my notes because I don't want to mess it up. It is the best decluttering tips for anyone who is overwhelmed. It's a great video with lots of wonderful tips, and I'll leave a link to his video in the description box below. But I wanted to give my 2 cents as somebody who is a holistic physician, a medical doctor who actually prescribes a lot of times decluttering, detoxes as part of my regimen, my healing regimen for the patients and clients I have the honor of taking care of. I'm also a happy minimalist, and I have been for a long time. So I wanted to bring my thoughts to the table around this. One of the things that Ronald Banks talks about, I'm going to look at my notes, so please, again, if I look down, that's what I'm doing. He talks about the importance of not confusing decluttering with organizing. And I think this is so important, that instead of just making your clutter prettier, how do you actually siphon off what no longer serves you, what no longer is aligned with your best life? How do you get rid or at least minimize the clutter? As a physician, I also want to take a little bit of time to talk about the science around why clutter is not good for your well-being. A lot of science has shown that actually clutter is stressful for the brain. When your eyes see a lot of visual clutter, it has been shown that it causes the brain to have problems with working memory. And it can also really up level, in not the best way, the levels of cortisol. Cortisol is a stress hormone that goes through our bodies. We need it, but too much is not a good thing. And I will say that in many of our cultures in this world, more and more, excess cortisol is definitely a problem. I see it all the time with my patients. And excess cortisol results in things like excess weight gain, midsectional, especially abdominal weight, glucose intolerance or diabetes, high blood pressure, overall sense of well-being that is depleted, feeling depleted, chronic fatigue syndrome. Excess cortisol is really an epidemic, and clutter actually is one of the factors that contributes to that. Clutter, by science, has been shown to decrease our ability to focus, and all of that depletes, again, our sense of well-being and being able to navigate through our lives with a sense of flow and centeredness. So these are a couple of just a few reasons I found clutter, and the science has shown clutter to not be a great thing for you. So how do we declutter in a way that is minimized in stress, but maximal for one's health? So Mr. Banks talks about the idea of not just making your stuff, your clutter, pretty. And I can share with you that I absolutely resonate with this. One of the ways that I used to be a clutter bug, I used to have so much clutter, was with books. I love reading. I still love reading. Now I use my library card and my Kindle as opposed to just having so many books. At one point when I was living in New York City, I had about 20 book boxes worth of books, shelves lined with books, and it was cluttering. It was a clutter. And what I want to say about this is that I think it's really important to ask yourself as you're decluttering, what is this clutter medicating? What in my life am I trying to escape from? Am I trying to dumb down? Am I trying not to look at? Many times our clutter is a way of medicating that which we don't want to look at. I'm going to give you an example. I've talked about it in another video, but the books I used to buy and read and read and read, I love reading still, but I used to use reading as a way to not look at my life, a life that was unfulfilling at the time. And I wanted to distract myself. So I'd buy lots and lots of books that were quick reads and then go to the next one. What is your clutter medicating? What is your clutter trying to distract you from? I think it's such an important question because you can just rearrange your clutter and say, I'm organized. You can even start getting rid of things, but many times that clutter comes back if you don't look at what you are trying to distract yourself from. So that's a really key question to sit with and really pay attention to. And once the answers start coming through to you about what you're medicating, give your heart what it's really looking for. In my case, with just hoarding and reading lots of books to distract myself, I needed to do a life overhaul. I needed to start giving myself, my heart, the nourishment she needed. And that looked like more rest. It looked like putting more healthy boundaries in my relationships. It looked like dancing more and finally bringing my dance to the public and giving that as the medicine that was needed to other people, to realize that my dance was medicine for people. I was not looking at that. I was too scared to take the leap and have my dance, my art, be part of the medicine I gave as a physician. Once I started to do that, I no longer needed books in the sense of books as distraction to distract me. So start giving your heart and your soul the nourishment it really needs, and you will find the clutter starts just falling away. And the other point I want to make in this video is something that Mr. Banks talked about, which is the idea of trusting your gut to help you declutter when you are feeling overwhelmed. It can be easy to say, trust your intuition, trust your gut. And I want to now bring something in that I think is really important, hopefully, and supportive to your process, which is that in order to have confidence to trust your intuition about your decluttering process, or any process at all, your gut needs to be clean. I chuckle, but it's so true. It's hard to trust your gut if it is lined with inflammation and junk. And this is why I have found that decluttering and pairing that with a physical detox of your gut is powerful and so efficient and so efficacious. So much so that I created a cleanse, a summer synergy cleanse, which is now available. You can check it out in the description box below. And what it does, it's a 7-day plant-based gentle detox of your body with recipes included. I walk you through 7 days of this, paired with detoxing your living space. The two together, powerful. When your gut is clean, when your gut is clear, you can much more easily listen to your third eye, to your intuition, to your brain. The gut is considered to be the second brain. Sometimes I believe it's the first brain when we look at the science, actually. But regardless, it's highly connected to our brain, to our sense of cognition and focus and intuition. So I highly recommend doing a gentle detox to cleanse your gut if need be, and then going to declutter. The two together will make decluttering so much more efficient and efficacious. Again, if you're interested in my Summer Synergy Cleanse, take a look at the description box down below and try it. It's amazing. I've been doing it for years, and I love the decluttering process. It's something that I find easeful and joyful and stress-free, actually. If anything, I find it to be quite a calming practice. But to do that, for it to be calming, it means that I need to know what it is that I need to nourish myself with, my body and my heart with, and I need to keep my gut clean. So I hope something of what I shared here is of help to you. If you enjoyed the video, please click a thumbs up, share it with anyone you think might benefit, subscribe if you like, and I'd love to hear from you. What strategies do you have for keeping your decluttering process stress-free and joyful and supportive of your best health? I'd love to hear from you. And I think I just want to say to you that I'm sending you so much love wherever you are in your process. Take it slowly. That's what I want to end with. Take your decluttering process slowly. The body loves homeostasis. It doesn't like to be jarred too quickly. And so many of us throw ourselves into processes that can be so too jarring, too dramatic. And if you just take it one room at a time, one project at a time, one step at a time, it's a much more easeful and sustainable way to declutter and to live. I send you so much love wherever in the world you might be. Take care.